What's happening, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another live video from a very rainy day here in Connecticut. It's about 8:23 in the morning, getting ready to go to the gym. Just got done with my morning ritual, and I was thinking about something which has helped me tremendously over the last 5 or 6 years as I've been building my various income streams and online businesses. And this was a big mistake. This is something that I wouldn't do, and it really held me back. And one of the biggest things that I've realized as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, somebody who's, you know, maybe you're running an eBay business, or you're running a business in general and you're dealing with taxes and bookkeeping and asset protection, and you're talking about Amazon FBA and all these different things. There's so much to know. When you're running a business, there's so much to know. And I have a little saying, the more you know, the more you grow. The more you learn, the more you earn. But the biggest thing that held me back for years, and I see this holding a lot of people back as well, is we try to figure everything out on our own, right? We try to figure everything out on our own. And while yes, there's a lot of people out there who are super lazy and they won't just spend a couple minutes to Google something, right? Because a lot of the answers are out there on Google, but some things are a little more sophisticated, right? Some things take a bit more time than just a Google search. Some things take just a bit more time than watching a YouTube video, because certain topics are very sophisticated, right? For example, right now, just to give you some context into my life, I've gotten to the point where my income has increased so much, it doesn't make sense to just have an LLC and to be taxed pretty much as like a sole proprietor, right? For me, I've actually been transitioning into, I just started up a new company, and we're gonna be electing to be treated as an S corporation. And the whole process of becoming an S corporation and dealing with payroll and just learning everything has been super complicated. And I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for my team having an amazing CPA, and if it wasn't for my bookkeeper, I don't know how I would figure it all out. I don't know how I would figure it all out. And there's so many different things that you have to know in terms of taxes and bookkeeping and, entities and, creating your company through the Secretary of the State. And then there's different business entity taxes that you have to pay. And, I'm getting unemployment tax and withdrawal, all these different things I have to do. And it's like, if I would have tried to figure this all out on my own, I don't know where I would have been. Like, thank God for my team. So the lesson learned here is surround yourself with smart people. So many times we're stingy with our money. We don't want to pay up for a CPA. We don't want to pay up for a bookkeeper. We don't want to pay for a coach. We don't want to pay for a course. Everyone teaches, just hold on to your money, figure it out on your own. Just use the internet to Google it. The problem is there's so much bad information that's out there, and certain topics, like I said, are sophisticated. So, when I first started my business, I would have made so much more money if I would have just purchased a course, or if I would have just hired a coach, or I would have just asked for help. If you're in a place where you're stuck, but you need to take, the leap to the next level, ask for help. Ask for help. That's one of the biggest things that I'm grateful for is my team right now. And, currently on my team right now, I've got a bookkeeper who helps out tremendously. So I'm getting P&L reports every single month. And anytime I have questions or obstacles, sales tax issues, I go to them, and it's great. I've got a CPA, which helps out tremendously. I've got a graphic designer, somebody helping with customer service. I've got someone on my social media team. I actually hired another person for social media, and I'm transitioning another person over to manager. So many times we're trying to do everything in our business, and it really takes us away from what we're good at. So in your business, you're gonna have maybe 1 or 2 things that are really driving it forward. Maybe you're running an eBay business right now, and you need to be spending your time sourcing and listing. But when you're having to deal with all these issues such as bookkeeping, and you're having to deal with taxes, and you're having to deal with, building websites, or all these things that are outside of your expertise, it's taking away from what's driving your business. And that's just been a huge epiphany for me, is the more I grow, the more I realize I've got to put my ego aside and ask for help. Ask for help if you're stuck. Don't be scared to reach out and ask somebody. One of your biggest goals should be to slowly but surely build a team and build a network of people around you, whether you're paying for them or they're friends of yours. You know, that's what stops most people. There's a lot of people who want to start a business. I was actually talking to my girlfriend's cousin the other night. It was a little Christmas party, and he's been trying to start businesses for the longest time, and he's actually getting ready to start a eBay dropshipping business. And the number one tip I gave him, and one of the things I said is, a lot of people fail when it comes to selling on Amazon. A lot of people fail when it comes to private label. A lot of people fail when it comes to eBay dropshipping. And I'd say the main reason it's not because they're not smart enough. It's not because they can't do it, but it's because they don't have a network around them. When they hit an obstacle, they give up because they don't know where to go. They get stuck with a return issue, or they get stuck with a manufacturing issue, or they get stuck with a tax issue or a legal issue, and they don't know where to turn to. So instead of trying to figure it out, which you have to go through a lot of pain, they just give up. So by, building a team, or going into the Facebook groups, going into the YouTube comments and building relationships with people, get their Facebook information, get their email, add value to people. When you hit an obstacle or you need some help, you'll have that social circle there that can help you to get to the next level. So don't be scared to ask for help. Build your team, build your social network, add value to as many people as you possibly can. That's why I always recommend, if you're starting an eBay dropshipping journey or selling on eBay, clothing, shoes, whatever it is, or private label, I would create a YouTube channel on the side, just documenting your journey, even if it's a 20-minute video once per week, because you sharing your ups and downs, your wins, your losses, your challenges, maybe little things that you've learned, even if you think it's stupid, you're gonna help somebody. You're gonna add value to somebody, and they're gonna connect with you, and you're gonna attract them into your network. And whenever you need help, there's always something special that we have to offer. There's always something that I have that I can give you. There's always something you have to offer that you can give me. We're all on the same playing field. So that's why I love YouTube so much, and that's why I make a lot of these videos, right? And I just talk about what's on my mind, because I'm trying to add value. I'm trying to help somebody. When you have a YouTube channel, a lot of people, they'll only make a video if they think it's the most epic video in the world. It's gonna go viral. It's gonna change people's lives. I have a completely different approach. My idea is, listen, if I have something that I can share that I feel can help a couple people, I'm gonna put it out there, right? Because my YouTube channel, my goal isn't to hit 5 million views or be the most popular or to be the most liked. I'm here to help people make a difference, add value to people. And in turn, I know that I'm gonna be able to build a business out of it, earn income from it as well, and have that purpose and the contribution. It's a great feeling. So I would start a YouTube channel if you could, just documenting your journey. But yeah, overall, the main message I want to get in this video to you is build your team. Build your team. Ask for help. There's websites out there like Fiverr.com, right, where you can hire people to do all different types of things for you. If it's outside of your expertise, Upwork.com is a great place. I've hired graphic designers there. I've hired editors. I've hired eBay listers. I've hired people to do product research for me. I've hired people to go through Jungle Scout. I've hired people to do so many different things, editing YouTube videos. The list goes on and on. So I know when you're first getting started, you don't have a lot of money to throw around to hire people and to outsource all these things, but it should definitely be a goal of yours over time to outsource, to get help. Angela says, I'm still small enough to be solo, but I want to need a squad, maybe just a motivational sidekick some days. That's awesome. Solid sales. I've got some people in mind, need to build the business, build the brand first. So I want to know right now, for the people who are watching, what's your main business right now? What's your main focus right now for you? What's your main income driver, right? So for me, I have two sides of the business, so it's a little different. I've got my e-commerce side, which a lot of you guys are following me, eBay, Amazon, reselling. I'd say that my main e-commerce side right now is, probably the Amazon, right? I love Amazon FBA. I love how it's scalable. I love how I could buy everything and ship it off, and then I could go on a vacation. I still sell on eBay, but the problem is I'm traveling a couple times a month. So I'm always constantly having to shut down the store. So I've got the e-commerce side, which is Amazon FBA, got some Shopify stuff going on. And then on the other side, I've got my personal brand. So creating content, then monetizing that content through products, services, affiliate marketing, so on and so forth. So some people are saying Amazon FBA, we got a couple eBayers in the house. The Bargain Effect, what's up? Colorado Kid, good morning. Good to see ya. Flip and Focus. Local reselling and eBay, but having a hard time finding my niche. Yeah, you know, finding your niche, for me, it came natural. Because I remember, you know, when I first got started, I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but about 5 or 6 years ago, I started selling bicycles, and that was my niche. You know, I was watching the Bonafide Hustler on YouTube, and I was flipping bicycles. And that first summer, I did over $10,000 in sales just flipping bicycles on Craigslist. I would source from Craigslist, then flip on Craigslist. And then wintertime hit, and nobody was buying bicycles. No one was selling bicycles. And I'm like, shh, what do I do? And I walked into a thrift store, and I saw all of this clothing, and I said, holy crap. You know, to take a step back, I walked into the thrift store, and I was trying to find electronics and video games and all these popular things. But I found the challenge was I wasn't able to find enough inventory. And I was like, crap, like, if I can't find enough inventory, I'm going back to the Cracker Barrel as a server. So I looked around, and I'm like, wow, there's all these clothing items here. It's taking up like 70% of the store. And I said, I'm going to learn how to buy and sell clothing. And I remember going on YouTube and looking up clothing, and there was a couple YouTube channels at the time, 5 or 6 years ago, and people were doing these haul videos showcasing clothing they were buying and selling. And I remember going into thrift stores looking for 2 brands. I was looking for Pendleton, and I was looking for the Territory Ahead. And I still remember just going into these thrift stores, and I would look for them, and if I didn't find them, I would leave. I would look for them, I would find a couple, I would leave. And I did that for a while, and over time, I started learning about more brands, and I started sharing my haul videos, and people kept asking what clothing to buy and sell. Should I buy this? Should I buy that? What are the best long sleeve shirts, sweaters? And then I launched a ebook called 101 Killer Clothing Brands. And from there, you know, I was like, holy crap, I could make money selling clothing, and I could also make money sharing my journey on YouTube and selling products that help my audience. And that's kind of like how I built both of my niches. I've got my YouTube niche, personal brand, and then I have my e-commerce side of things. So it's just been a crazy journey, but you got to go out there and experiment, see what you connect with, see what you have available in your area. Certain areas are going to have different opportunities for niches, right? Books might be amazing for you because you live near a university, right? We're right next to UConn over here. So, I mean, we smoke it when it comes to books. We also do very well with clothing. Colorado Kid says, loving the weather you're having, Steve. I wish we could get some weather here in Colorado. Yeah, it's raining like crazy over here. Looking at the completed listings changed the game for me. That was a game changer for me as well. The thing about going through the completed and sold listings is it takes a lot of time. You know what I mean? It takes time. You've got to go through, you've got to write brands down, you've got to dive deep into each brand, learn about the models, styles, materials, colors, sizes that do well. But yeah, I mean, if you're new and you don't have much money and you're just getting started, definitely live in the sold listings. What do you think about Kindle publishing in 2018? You know, I think Kindle publishing is still alive and thriving. You know, for me, my Kindle publishing business and my CreateSpace and my Audible is just 100% passive right now. I've mentioned this in quite a few videos. I have over 200 books published on Kindle. I didn't write a single one. Never mind, I lied. I wrote like 2 of them. And then I have like, I think over 150 CreateSpace books, and I have like over 40 Audible books. So I outsourced all those books a while ago. To be 100% transparent with you, I was at $10,000 a month a long time ago, and it's just been going down slowly and steadily just because I don't actively promote them, improve them, so on and so forth. A lot of them are just ranked in the search engines. I think nowadays that business makes like anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 a month, sometimes less, sometimes more when CreateSpace runs promotions and different things happen. But I think Kindle publishing is still alive and thriving. I have quite a few friends of mine who are doing very well and scaling their business. But you know, you've got to find and figure out what it is you want to focus on. Can you make a killing on YouTube Yes. Can you make a killing on eBay? Yes. Can you make a killing on Amazon FBA? Yes. Can you make a killing with affiliate marketing and Kindle publishing? Yes. Can you make a killing personal branding? Yes. Can you make a killing on Poshmark, on Mercari? Yes. But the thing is, you've got to put in hard work and you've got to focus on it. Another one of my big mistakes over the years is I would be spreading myself too thin. You've got to learn quite quickly if once you get your business going, what your business is and how you make money, and you got to focus in on that. It's okay to have multiple income streams, but you need to understand what are the pillars of each income stream, what's really pushing things forward, and you got to focus on that. Obviously for eBay, it's listing more items up, right? For YouTube, it's putting out more high quality videos. For my personal brand, in terms of how to monetize my brand and make more money, it's about, creating more high quality products that my audience actually wants, or networking and partnering up with other people who have products that can serve my audience. You've got to understand what's the core of your business. Michelle says it's raining here in Connecticut as well. Where in Connecticut are you located? The House of Mini Trucks, Upwork. So I was using, I didn't use it for long, but I had people, when they were doing my eBay listings, were they using InkFrog or Turbo Lister? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I wasn't having people log into my actual eBay account. They were pretty much going through a third-party software, and then they would pretty much list everything up. And I had a system. I don't remember exactly how I did it. It was a while ago. It was kind of a pain in the butt managing it. But yeah, they would essentially list it all and put it in draft mode, and then I would approve it. Core of my business is building a death pile. That's so funny. Flip and Focus says, Steve, how can I work on finding my niche? So I talked a little bit about this a couple of minutes ago, but I think it's just a matter of going out there and experimenting, tasting the different flavors of products. Get started with shoes. Start looking for shoes. Start flipping shoes. Get started with clothing. Get started with books. Start tasting everything in the beginning. You don't necessarily have to find your niche the first week that you're reselling. If you're getting started with eBay or Amazon reselling, or even locally, but start looking around and seeing what product opportunities that you have available. It depends where you live, right? There's different opportunities in Austin, Texas versus Connecticut versus California. So Rhonda W says, yes, be open-minded. You also want to ask yourself, what am I interested in? If you're passionate about a specific topic, like for example, maybe you're really fit and healthy and you love outdoors, like the Bonafide Hustler is a great example of this. He is very big into working out and health and fitness, and he loves going out on his boat, and he loves all different types of sports. He's crafted that niche, and he just knows so much about, any type of fitness apparel, shoes, bags, all these different sporting things that I would never even know about, because that's what he's passionate about. That's what he loves. And when you're interested in something, when you're passionate about a specific topic, it allows you to research and study it more without feeling like you're working. And that's what happened with clothing with me. Like, I've always been interested in like designer clothing, and I always like dressing nice, and you can't really see it now because I'm going to the gym. But it wasn't hard work for me when I found clothing to learn and master it, because I would spend so much time in the sold listings. I would spend so much time at the thrift store flipping through clothing. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I wanted to learn about everything. I wanted to learn about blazers, sport coats, suits. I wanted to learn about everything. So I think that's a good tip for you right there. What do you think about drop shipping on eBay? I think it's a great business model. One of the things I like about drop shipping on eBay is the fact that you can do it from anywhere, right? So as long as you have an internet connection, if you have yourself a laptop, you can do it while you're traveling. Another great thing is, you don't need a lot of money to get started, right? So I've negotiated some deals with some software companies that will essentially give you 50 to 100 free listings to get started drop shipping on eBay, whether that's DSM Tool or Sale Freaks. Essentially, you can start your drop shipping business. You can open up a free store if you wanted to at first, and you can list up to 50 to 100 items for free. Just spend time optimizing the titles and stuff. But yeah, you can get started with very little money. You don't need to hold any physical inventory. You can live anywhere. You can travel anywhere. Like, one of the problems with me with eBay, a lot of people are always like, Steve, why aren't you, selling like full-time on eBay anymore? Why aren't you, full-time clothing and all that? And why are you only doing it part-time? I'm traveling all over the place. Like, I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years, and I've kind of scaled my business up. So, you know, when you're traveling, when you're in Florida and California, you can't really, unless you want a warehouse and hire people, that's just not what I want. I like drop shipping because it's passive. You do your upfront work and you can walk away from it. You can hire virtual assistants to run the various aspects of your business. So I think it's a great business model for somebody who travels, somebody who's kind of living that nomad lifestyle, somebody who doesn't have a lot of money to get started. But just like anything, again, you're gonna have to ask for help. You're gonna either need to go through a course because there's so much that you need to know just in terms of setting up your eBay store and learning the software, so on and so forth. But you're gonna hit roadblocks, you're gonna hit challenges. It's not easy. I would say it's probably easier to start making money, like flipping stuff on Amazon or flipping stuff on Craigslist or flipping stuff on eBay, because you really don't have to think as much. You just need to learn how to look things up on the sold listings and just take some pictures with your phone and list it up. And if you have a good product, it's pretty much gonna sell. With drop shipping, there's kind of a lot to it. You've got to optimize titles. You need to learn software. The profit margins are much smaller than reselling, but the thing is, it's scalable. I don't understand the Amazon fees. I'm afraid I'm going to get hit with a big bill. It's my first month. Yeah, so if you download the Amazon Seller app, I highly recommend it. If you're new to selling on Amazon, download the Amazon Seller app. Just get it for free on your phone. Just be sure to sign up for a Amazon Seller Central account, and you could actually scan products and it'll tell you all different types of information, the sales rank, the selling price, all the fees that are associated with it, so on and so forth. And if you just go to the Amazon website and type in Amazon Fulfillment by Amazon fees, you can see what the fees are in terms of storage fees, selling fees. Fees are going to differ based on the weight, the dimensions. Are you selling it FBA? Are you selling it as a merchant? Is it a long-term storage fee, or did it sell within 2 weeks? And then obviously, if you're selling as an FBA seller, there's some fees associated with shipping it off to the fulfillment center. So yeah, there's a lot to it. That's why I always recommend, you know, find a mentor, find a course, or just find some YouTube videos or 1 or 2 YouTube channels that you like and just follow them. One of the biggest problems is people, they follow 50 YouTube channels and everyone's got a different spin. So some people are like, well, I don't get it. He told me this, but then he's telling me that, and now she told me to do this. I don't get it. It's all different. Who's wrong? Who's right? Who's wrong? The thing is, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And if you're taking advice from multiple people, you're just going to swirl yourself into a frenzy. That's why I'd say follow one course or follow one for YouTube channel, follow one Facebook group or a couple, and just take action on it. Angela says, I follow Steve, Paul Lipsky, and Dropship Tyler. Yeah, so you're in good hands with those 2 guys. Those guys are really good people. They're ethical. They're actually practitioners. They're doing their thing. So you're definitely in good hands. What's up, Jason from Calgary, Canada? Reselling rocks. Thanks for getting me started. That's awesome. Hey, Piper John is just linking up a hyperlink to the fees on Amazon. So appreciate that link drop right there. If you guys are enjoying this video, do me a favor and smash that like button. You guys are helping me to procrastinate going into the gym. I'm in the parking lot at LA Fitness right now. What's up, Ken? What's up, Tommy? No Life. Do you think having a storage unit for eBay selling is good? So if you guys have been following me, go look back at my old Rake and Profit videos. I used to have a storage unit. So about 5 or 6 years ago when I started, I was living at home with my parents. Okay, I was $20,000 in debt, right? It was from a car, so it sounds more sexy than it is. But yeah, I was like $23,000 in debt. I was living at home with my parents. I had no money at all. I was broke as a joke. 5 years earlier, I was freaking arrested and I was in trouble and I was on probation. I was going through all these issues. And I learned about eBay, I learned about Craigslist, and I was actually running the business out of my bedroom, which was a mess. If you look at my old videos, you'll see it. It's so funny looking back. But I started growing to the point where I had like 200 or 300 items for sale, and I had all these bikes on Craigslist for sale, and I needed more space, but I was like was in the poverty mindset. I didn't think that this business was actually going to work long term. I was like scared. I didn't know if I was capable of it. I have all these limiting beliefs, but I decided, like, I wanted to get a warehouse, but I had too many limiting beliefs. So I decided to get a storage unit. And I can tell you right now, it was a nice, smooth transition. It helped a lot. My business actually grew substantially when I invested in a storage unit because it allowed me to buy more items. It put my back against the wall a little bit because now I had this reoccurring bill that I had to pay for. And yeah, it's funny, like when I moved out for my first time when I was like 26, when I got my first storage unit, when I invested in my first warehouse space and I had an employee, I hired a couple employees and they were working with me. When you put your back against the wall and you have no other option but to succeed or let your bills drown you out and go back to your job, my business grew every single time. That's why I'm not scared anymore to drop $1,500 on the Tony Robbins, or I'm not scared. I just dropped $5,000 on a mastermind event because I've built so much confidence in myself. And I realize that every time I invest in myself or I invest in my business and I put my back against the wall, I'm just the type of person who I'm going to make it work. And I know that I'm going to take things to the next level. So sorry for the long-winded response, but yeah, I thought it was a great natural progression going from the house. So I pretty much went from the house to the storage unit, to a warehouse space, to selling off the warehouse space, and then doing Amazon FBA and just doing eBay on the side from the basement of my apartment. So just depends on what direction you want to go, right? How big do you want to grow this business? What are your goals? But yeah, the student was definitely great. I liked it. It was annoying at times because you've got to go there and you've got to bring all this stuff there and it's dark and cold. Eric says investing in yourself is the best investment. Solid Sales was asking about SEO. I didn't see the, let me see if I could scroll back and see it. Is SEO as important on Mercari as on eBay? And where can I learn more about it? So I've never sold on Mercari. I don't know much about that site. I know there's people who have success with it. So I don't know if you're asking about SEO for Mercari or eBay, but it's important. It's very, very important. So you definitely want to make sure that your title is optimized with your keyword. Preferably have those keywords closer to the beginning. You know, you want to have some keywords in your description, but I would say the title is probably the #1 thing you need to focus on with SEO. Yeah, I need more Tino the Soul Advisor. Can you please tell him to make a new video? I'm trying. I've tried to get him. Some people are just, they just don't want to be in the spotlight. I don't know if you guys realize it or not. I know you guys are watching videos and it's cool, but I don't think you understand what YouTubers have to deal with. I have thick skin. It doesn't bother me anymore. I've been called every name. I've been called this. I've been called that. I've gotten praise. I've been called a scammer. When you're out in the spotlight, you don't understand, especially when you have a YouTube channel. Like I've got, you know, almost 12 million views, but even for someone like Tino who, you know, I think he has what, 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, you deal with a lot of shh. You deal with a lot. And some people just, you know, all I can say is when you have a YouTube channel, you have an eBay, you're going to have people screwing with your eBay account. You're going to have people messaging you. You're going to have people calling your house. You're going to have people sending stuff to you. You're going to have people effing with you. I'm telling you right now. So some people just, you know, especially if you have a family and kids and stuff, some people just don't want to be in the spotlight. And yeah, I think he's just kind of staying behind the scenes for now. And I know it happens to a lot of YouTubers. So just one of those things, you know. Start a YouTube channel and you'll find out. You'll find out what it's like being in front of the general public. It's crazy. Yeah, so what's up, Hassan? Good to see you. You are welcome. Yeah, Tino's awesome, man. We've created quite a few products together as well. Has anybody gone through any of our products? 101 Killer Men's Shoe Brands, 101 Killer Women's Shoe Brands. Those ebooks were incredible. He did a fantastic job on those. Harry says, people don't realize how hard it is to make quality YouTube content. Yeah, especially for the people out there who are actually editing videos like Rally Roots. He puts a lot of effort and time into his videos. Me, I just go live because I'm so busy. I don't have time to edit videos. And I guess I do have time, but I prefer to just go live and keep it real, keep it raw. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. But anyways, somebody just made a good point. Steve, get into the gym. I got to get into the gym right now. I got to go crush it, make it happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a big favor and smash that like button down below. Show some love. The more likes these videos have, You know, it shows YouTube that the content's good, helps to get it out to more people, inspire more people. And I want to say this right now. There are hundreds and thousands of people that are out there right now whose lives would be changed if they learned how to make an extra couple $100s a month. Believe it or not, a couple $100s a month could change somebody's life. And don't be in the mindset of thinking that if you like this video, or if you share this video, you're going to be taking away from you. It's not the case. There's plenty of money to be made on eBay and Amazon and Craigslist and Mercari, and there's so many business models and there's so many opportunities. We live in a world where the internet has brought everybody together, and there's billions and billions of dollars flowing through this internet every single day. And, you know, if you could help somebody to make an extra couple $100 a month, you could change somebody's life. So, you know, share this video, like this video, create your own videos, help people where you can. Don't feel like you don't have the knowledge. Everybody has something special that they can share. So even if it's a friend or a family member, just try to do the best you can to share your knowledge and inspire people, because there's too many people out there who are suffering, working jobs that they hate. They're not making enough money, and we only live one life. And we're here and we're gone. So, you know, that's one of my goals on this YouTube channel, is to, you know, educate people and share with people the knowledge that I have, and to use this platform for good, and to, you know, use this platform to be able to network with other people, interview people, share other people's knowledge, other people's business models, to just bring about the opportunities that are out there right now. There's so many opportunities. I'm not saying every opportunity is right for you. I'm just saying there's so many opportunities. And you've just got to find one, okay? You don't have to watch this YouTube channel forever. You don't have to stay subscribed to the Rake and Profit forever. I actually recommend people come get what you need, start your business, start having success, and then move on, you know? Move on to other YouTube channels to take you to the next level. You know, this YouTube channel, it's really great for a lot of beginners and people getting started, and motivation and inspiration. You know, if you start a YouTube channel, you can't serve and take care of everybody. You got to do what you can do. And, you know, I just wanted to share that message with you. So appreciate you all. Have a great day. Peace. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.